This job site speaker. Now it is compatible with the iPhone and Android. Bluetooth, of course, 30 watts of power. It's got a bass boost, 20 hours of battery life, 100 feet range. That's for the Bluetooth, and then it's magnetic. Tells you how to click it on the side of your mod box here. Okay, let's see how it connects to this mod box rail here. Very easy. To get it off, you just pull on this latch. See, it's got these grooves in here. Very nice. And it is waterproof, or water resistant anyway, we'll see. It's got 2 meters of drop protection. IP67, dust proof and waterproof. 100 feet of operating range, 30 watts of power. It's got a bass boost. We're going to check that out. Strong magnets for securing mounting. We're going to check that out. Let's take a look and see what the magnet's like on here. Wow. Yeah, that's a strong magnet. Very strong. Nice. And you can link up to 5 speakers simultaneously. Now, once you get in the box, you get a USB-C cable, instruction manual, and of course, the speaker. It's a little bit larger than I thought it was, actually. I thought it was going to be smaller than this when I first saw them. This is 8 3/4 by 4.5 inches. A little over 3 inches deep here. So it's got 2 speakers on the front, and on the side it's got 2 passive radiators, one on each side. If you look up here, this is your charge, USB charge. It's got in and out for USB-C and out for USB-A. Here's your power button, your volume button. This is your bass boost. This changes your tracks. This is your, you pick up the phone with this. And with this is your Bluetooth, where you can see whether it's connected or not. And this is where you press this button if you want to connect more speakers. And that's basically it. I mean, that is it in a nutshell. Now on the back here, of course, you've got some magnets here. And here is where you connect it to your mod box. Nice little speaker, I tell you. It's got a little bit of heft to it. Here it's got 5,200 milliamp battery, which is 38 watt hours. Now, let's play some music and see if this bass boost works. I've got some. Let's look.
Instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patent being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay. But I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time? Delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no harm.
Yeah, so that bass boost does work. I mean, when you put on bass boost and feel it like this, you can when the bass hits, you can feel this thing radiating. So it does work. Very nice speaker. I tell you what, I'm impressed with it. I'm going to be using this thing probably outside more than in the shop area, because I got all kind of speakers in the shop area. But this thing will be nice, waterproof, use it around the pool, whatever. So that's the Klein Tools job site speaker. Very nice. So this is a Klein Tools Connect M set. It's the 23-piece deep well 3/8 inch drive impact socket set. It's got SAE and metric. Let's open it up. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so here it is. It's got a handle right here, and you need that handle because this thing is heavy. I mean, this is not your typical little Connect set that you just carry around with you on the side of your toolbox. This thing is heavy. Let's push it down here. These 2 latches here, you pull these down. Top comes up. As you can see, now the only thing included in here are the actual sockets. You get a 6-inch extension, a 3-inch extension, and one of these little extensions here that fit into your impact driver. Of course, this set is made to go with this. This is the Connect M ratchet, the 3/8 inch ratchet. Got your little lever here. This came out of a different set. Would be nice to have this in here, but I mean, how much room? They pretty much packed this thing full with what's in here. So I'm assuming if you got one of these, you get one of these, you're going to already have this ratchet. As you can tell, kind of made for this adapter anyway. Most of these Connect M series come with this little 3/8 inch adapter also, where you could just hook it up directly to the socket. Or if you got this is a Klein locking socket, you can easily use any 3/8 inch socket. This is a DeWalt 3/8 inch impact wrench. Fits on there well. And I mean, these numbers here are very, very easy to see. They are engraved, and the painting is inside the engraving, which tells me it's probably going to be lasting a little bit longer than the ones that just have the painting on there alone. Just a very nice set from Klein. I think this thing is around $99. These are compatible with all of your other boxes, this Connect boxes. This one's got that 3/8 inch ratchet. I mean, some shallower. So you can just put it there. That clicks down. If you want to also add the 1/4 inch on here, you can do that. The thing about this is, this one starts at 5/16. This 1/4 inch is Connect S. This one starts at 5/16. So you really don't need these sockets here. But what this is nice for, this does have this magnetic bit holder here. And it almost is like a little stubby for you. So this is a nice set. I really like this 1/4 inch set. But you really don't need the sockets. But it's really not a problem just to hook it on here. Hook this on here with your ratchet, and you got a complete set. Now, will this fit on the side of the ModBox toolbox? Let's check that out. All right, let's take a look. Fits on there nice, but it won't click in. This thing is just too long. As you can see, this accessory rail here, if it's any wider than that, it's got to click into this bottom right here. So this is a little too narrow for that. As you can see, this one will probably fit perfect because it's got a little catch here and another catch here. So it'll work with these two sizes. Yeah, that works great. So that's it, guys. That's the 23-piece deep well 3/8 inch drive impact socket set, metric and SAE. Let's see what's next. So next, Klein sent me this 4-in-1 ratcheting quad wrench set. This is in the metric. It has got 2 wrenches, and of course it's the quad. So you've got the 8 and 10 on this side, 12 and 13 on this side, 14, 15, and the 17 and 18 on this side of the larger wrench. Let's open it up and take a look at it. Okay, so these are 90-tooth ratchets. It's got a 4-degree arc swing. Listen to the very fine tooth ratchet. I tell you, I love the way this thing is built. Let's see, there's different part numbers on each one. This is the 68215M, and this is the 68214M, on the smaller one. Now, I have been using this Crescent quad wrench. I think it's got a 72-tooth ratchet. I really like it, but it is very heavy. And the numbers here just are not engraved. They're just printed on. So I'm sure that's going to wear off very quickly. And it is very heavy, but I like this wrench. This one, these numbers are engraved in with painting, same color coding you have on those sockets that I just showed. And it's also got this I-beam type construction to where it's thinner in the middle and it's a lot less weight. It does have the forward and reverse on one side. It just sounds like to me that this ratchet is a little bit better made than this Crescent is. And I don't know if it's just the teeth, just how many teeth this got or not, but man, what I do like is the less weight, because this thing is heavy in the bag, and this one would cut a lot of weight off of it. Okay, this one is 13.7 ounces. And this one is 10.8 ounces. So it's a little over 25% less weight. Okay, so that's it. That is the 68216M 4-in-1 ratcheting quad wrench set in metric from Klein. Now the next thing I bought off of Amazon was this. It's the Klein Tools Pinless Moisture Meter. It's the ET140. It's supposed to detect hidden moisture. It operates by one 9-volt battery. Let's open it up and take a look at it. Now this thing is very easy to operate. It basically has a mode button, a on and off, and a hold button. Here's your sensor on the back. There's your 9-volt battery. So we'll turn it on. Now there's different modes. You can see here it says hardwood, softwood, drywall, masonry, and back to hardwood. So this thing will operate. You have to have wood. You have to have wood over 3/4 of an inch. I have got a piece of spalted maple here. We'll put it on here. Let's take a look. It's set on hardwood, and it's 5.2%. Now let's see what happens if we put it on softwood, which I have not tried yet. Big difference, 13.3 on softwood. Hardwood, let's look again, 5.2. Okay. Now this is pinless. Now your typical serious woodworker would buy a moisture meter, and those moisture meters are anywhere between $400 and $500. Very expensive, but very, very accurate. So I'm not assuming that, this one's $50. It's not going to be that accurate. But for my needs, I know if I put it on hardwoods and this is reading 13%, I know I'm in trouble and I need to let it dry some more, air dry some more before I use it. So in my area in North Carolina, I looked it up with our relative humidity. They say the wood should be between 6 and 9% of moisture before you start doing any woodworking. If you do any woodworking and it's too high in moisture, when it starts to contract, when it dries out, it'll start to contract and you'll get splits and gaps and you get glue fails and things like that. So you want to make sure you got the right dry wood. I always use just kiln dried wood. Now, let's go to another type. Now, this is Goncalo Alves. This is a very, very hard, oily wood. It's almost twice as heavy as this maple. Now, if I go on here and look, I know this wood's dry. It's been kiln dried. I've used it in woodworking and it's done fine. But it's reading 14.7%. I think the reason is it just is so oily. It's reading the oils in here, instead of the moisture. I don't know, but I know it's not reading properly because this is not 14.8%. I'm sure it's around at least 6 to 8%, something like that. So that's what you got to watch out for with these less expensive meters. I think where this would come in handy, you set it to, drywall or masonry, something like that. You can go on your basement walls, scan them, and just see what your moisture is. Make sure you don't have any problems where you maybe need some type of water treatment on the walls. But that is the Klein Tools ET140, and I tell you, I'm glad to have this thing, although I don't trust it, but I know if I've got some wood like this and it's reading 5.7%, I feel pretty sure it's dry enough to do any woodworking with. And I just know that if I'm using this exotic wood that's got a lot of oils in it, very hard, I'm going to have an issue using this. Probably won't even use it for that. I'll just make sure it's kiln dried. So that's it, guys. That's the Klein Tools ET140 moisture meter. So that's it, guys. That's the new releases from Klein. All but this. I don't know if this is a new release or not. The rest of them are on the new release site. We'll see you next Monday on the Tool Haul.